simple background, focal point, title, tiny coloring, a bit of doodling, and your page is done. Let's make 12 backgrounds using washi tape, masking tape, old book pages, old music note pages, magazines, scrapbook paper, watercolor paper, paint samples. We're going to be using tissue paper, napkin, rice paper, stickers, and more. Let's break some blank page together. I cannot wait. Join me today. How to break a blank page is back, new edition. Who remembers this gorgeousness set of pages? Start our 12 pages. We're gonna build some backgrounds using all these gorgeousness products: old book pages, magazines, scrapbook papers, washi, tissue paper, and napkins, rice paper, masking tape, music notes. The most important part is to start and do it with me. Let's grab some papers, old book as well. We have some magazines as well. First page is the washi tape. The hardest part in any art journaling project is to start and to break the fear of the blank page. Today we are here to break that fear. The paper that I have, this is just a regular cardstock, nothing too fancy. Use whatever you have as your base. This is our background number 1, masking tape. We have different colors of masking tape, different thickness as well. Barely visible because it's a masking tape, so an expensive background. These are the ways to start your pages. These are the way to fill in your background. Where to start, Marta? How to begin? The most often was how to break the blank page. Page number 2. This one is with the masking tape. Old book pages. You can go and just either put it like, I don't know, like half of the page. You can have even some elements not so necessarily glued down properly. No, that's great. I think I'm gonna jump in to fill it in this little gap as well. We will be adding some paint on top or gessos. We shall see how we're gonna do it. It's gonna be in the next video, so don't forget to come back and check it out. Music notes, very similar idea to our book page. Oh, I like that, I love that. Let's glue it down. Now, to begin, you can use anything you have. These are just the examples that you probably have in your studio, in your stash. Page number 4, it's done. Number 5, scrapbook paper. What could match up? What could be pretty? Maybe a little bit of that vintage as well. Be mindful of your rip, depending how would you like to have it done. We could have it even, oh, I love it. Oh, I love this like now. So we will be finishing all these pages in the next upcoming videos. Okay, that's number, I don't know, washi, masking tape, book page, music notes page, scrapbook page. So that's half of it, nearly half. So 5. Next one would be magazine. I like that. Oopsie. I'm gonna just rip this. We have some magazine. I like the text. I just basically love the text from magazine, regular magazine newspaper. And I think I'm gonna grab it as well. I don't mind doing upside down. I do it purposely. Don't be afraid to start. I'm here to help you. I wonder how many pages we managed to have the backgrounds done today. Next one would be watercolor paper. It's interesting. Watercolor paper, it's a great tool for coloring. We can create some gorgeousness texture with it, some movement of paper, one on top of another. And this glue is great because it doesn't dry right away. You can actually move it around, as you can tell. And that one is done. Now paint samples is the next one. And I think I'm gonna go for colors of this kind, which is more like these creamy. Just go and grab some samples, you know. These are such an inexpensive way to have some interest into your page, and I love that. So it's really just a trial right now and randomness, sort of, that I'm kind of playing safe, either filling the whole page or bits and pieces, bits and bobs here and there. Play a little bit and do it a tiny bit maybe against the flow of the page, just to have it a bit of a different feel and interest. And why not? Super jab, like this or like that? Oh, like this. I don't know why. It just feels better. I absolutely adore this page. Done. The next one will be these kinds. I love them very much. I think I'm gonna try to get some of the text happening here. Maybe, oh, there we go. Clear glue like this one, not the white one or purple or whichever. I just really love this glue. Some of this, which is from a different type of, different roll of the paper. It's easier to put glue on your page rather than on your paper, on your tissue paper, because this is too delicate and it would probably rip. So be mindful of that. This one is done and I love that 2 bits. A napkin. Have these, oh, there we go. We're gonna do exactly the same thing, which is cover this roughly as big as this tissue is with the glue, and then on top we can add some of the tissue, and this should be just fine. Now be gentle again because it's a very delicate one. I can't believe it that I'm going back to redoing my very own old video, and what's interesting is that I haven't watched it purposely. I don't remember what I have used to my blank page backgrounds. I have no idea. This one is done. I think we have 2 more only. Rice paper, gorgeousness rice paper, which is so pretty. Oh, there we go. I think I prefer less of a design so that we can really work on the design, because this will be the background per se. Because I'm thinking to, I don't know. Okay, Marta, stop. Stop thinking, overthinking. You two guys, stop overthinking. Stop overthinking, just glue, glue, glue. Enjoy. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be, but not perfect. There we go. Just glue it down. There we go. Don't like, if we will be contemplating and thinking too much, it may just not work. Okay, super awesome, super pretty. I love this one. Last one, I can't believe it. And I have some stickers like here as well. These are like washi sort of stickers, I guess. Maybe I just will grab some of these as stickers and some of these elements so that it's gonna be more interesting. Let's just jump in with these. That's gonna be interesting to see how we're gonna go about this particular page with these elements already on the page. I think it's gonna be phenomenal. Put it here. I think I'm happy with what I see right now. And one more, maybe somewhere here. So here we have napkin, tissue paper, rice paper, color swatches, color paint samples. We have some magazine, scrapbook paper, watercolor paper. We have some music notes, old book pages, masking tape, washi tape, and some mix of stickers. I think it's such a great way to use what you have to challenge yourself, but also to really truly enjoy the creative process, different backgrounds and using it differently. Now I'm gonna go for the old book page to start with, and we're gonna do one page today. I think one of the most important part of the page is to figure it out. What focal point would you like? I have this gorgeous book, Cutout and Collage Botanical Vintage Plants. I absolutely love it. Look, we have 2 of these poppies. I think I'm going to jump in and fussy cut one of these poppies for sure. I also will do something a little bit different today. Instead of going for white gesso, as I would probably normally do, I am gonna go for this color paint. So it's gonna be very interesting. So we're gonna have clear gesso, but instead of white gesso as I would probably naturally jump into, I'm gonna use this creamy paint. I really hope. These are phenomenal scissors. You need to check them out. They cut themselves. It's a brand called Singer. You just the cut goes nearly itself. It's hard to explain. So you really don't do any power. No pressure nearly for cutting. they are also sharp enough that they would be dangerous and you could cut your finger like really, really badly. So be very mindful. Like Hannah is grabbing different scissors and I'm like, Hannah, this is not ever a scissor for you to grab. So they are that dangerous. How gorgeous! Now I'm thinking as well to add a little bit of washi tape, masking tape. Why not? Just a little interest. You know that all of these pages you can mix and match as well. If you prefer to add masking tape, washi tape on top of something somewhere, you can do that too. This is just an idea, just a rough idea. This is just for extra interest, for just to see how things are gonna be. Now I will add this paint. I love that the color of this paint is really like a color of the background that I'm having right now, and that was the initial idea. Why am I doing it? Well, I really would love to make sure that my focal point will stand out. And if you think about it, if you have a tiny coverage here on these music notes, you still see the music notes. You still have the beautiful idea of music notes in your background, but they are not as loud. They don't shout at us that much, so that when you add your focal point like here, it's standing out way better than here. Now this is again everyone's different feel, but here that's how it would be on the regular, and this is how it's gonna be. So our poppy will pop up a little bit better. I'm gonna add tiny touch of the color. This is Cadence Art and Hobby acrylic paint. There we go. And I absolutely love it. Now the reason I no longer wish to use white gesso is because I think the contrast between the background and the background painted, it's just too much for me. I don't like it anymore as such, and that only came recently to me. And voila, it's in the middle. It is the queen of the page. It is just fantastic. I really don't mind the white edges at all. I love them. I think they stand out gorgeousness. They create this beautiful outline and this special feel to it. We need this to dry. Let's add some clear gesso. Now clear gesso is our best friend. I always have been saying that, because it's gonna prime our poppy. Poppy. It's gonna prime our poppy. It's gonna prime our project. Oh, I didn't glue it down. Oh, I did. Oh, it's working. It's gonna prime the project. If you wish to go with your gesso over even more, perfect. You can go over your acrylic paint. So this way your acrylic paint is primed, and you can easily do stuff on top of this. You can easily do stuff on top of your acrylic paint, and definitely prime your paper here, prime your poppy everywhere, so we can do a little bit of edging play, some splashes, title, and the page will be done. I love the black text. I think it's gonna be lovely, and it could be, oh, I think it's gonna be super here. Find what gives you joy. It's a flower, so grown in your own light. I love that. Question is, how are we gonna finish our poppy? We could do a little bit of highlight in our poppy petals. How about grabbing some brush and just going with a touch of color? Since we have the clear gesso around, we could do a little bit of color play here, a little bit of shading, you know. Let's see if we can have. Now I'm quite undelicate, so I'm sort of getting rid of that white edge around. That's okay too, you know. You don't have to keep it. You can. Dark chocolate Inktense Pencil. So that, there we go. Wow. Oh, I absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. It's amazing to see how different pages are gonna be possibly than when we did the first set of blank pages. Was it 7 years? How many years ago is that? Do you remember? And I'm gonna add it even more, like here, as if this is growing sort of thing. A little bit of outline here. My own touch to it, because I think this poppy is It's still magical, I think. So it's nice to just add some magical touches to it, I think. I'm using this Pilot pen. I'm gonna give you the link to it, to the exactly one. This is my go-to pen since good few months now. My absolute favorite for watercolors, for collaging, for doodles. It is the best thing ever. Seriously. I didn't like Collage page for like this much as since a long time. Absolutely gorgeousness. Love it so much. That has given me inspiration for the live class that I'm planning for this weekend. Well, when you're watching today's video, the live class have happened. I'm gonna try to give you the link here, possibly. Check this corner for the live class that happened, probably in this sort of energy with this page. I love it. I'm gonna come up with something like that for the live class. I'm pretty sure, because I absolutely adore it. Okay, let's do some splashes. What kind of splashes? How big? How small? Oh wow, lovely. And we did it. All of these backgrounds we will finish in the next few weeks. Let me show you the sneak peek. Here are the pages that we will be finishing on the next video with the next 3 backgrounds. Join me. I would love to invite you for this journaling session if you haven't seen this absolutely gorgeousness page, so don't forget to check regularly the channel. Our first page of 2023, how to break a blank page, is done. Thank you so much. I love you loads.